All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about none other than Caspa. If you appreciate these updates, smash that like button. But now let's get right into it. So looking across the board, you're seeing a little bit of relief within the markets as we are going into Thursday morning, and I'm sure no one is really complaining about that. As far as Caspa is concerned, Caspa once again is showing a little bit of strength over the course of the last few days. Once again in the green, with the price currently sitting at 13.36 cents, up 0.5% in USD and about 0.1% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap is at about 3.34 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about $39.7 million. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So starting off with the Bitcoin Dominance Index, you are seeing the Bitcoin Dominance Index picking up once again, actually went up to 58.84%. You're pretty much seeing the dominance picking up traction, starting to head towards a new yearly high. I would not be surprised if by Friday, we are sitting at another new yearly high for the dominance. Now, looking at Bitcoin, on the other hand, Bitcoin has seen a little bit of an uptick within its price, and I'm sure no one is complaining. You are seeing Bitcoin retesting some significant amount of resistance right now. Obviously, if this resistance is able to break out, I think the likes of $70,000 could still be in play. Obviously, a lot of people in the space are saying, hey, Crypto ZX, I don't think, Bitcoin's going to hit an all-time high. But, if we cross above $70,000, we are only about a 5.57% away for a potential retest towards all-time high. You can never write anything off in this market. Things can move very, very fast. As we do get into the last week until the election, then, if the Bitcoin price is not in the 70K range, then, I think it gets a little hard for us to, start pushing to those levels. But who knows, who knows what can happen. As of now, I want you guys to focus on one specific pattern that a lot of people completely forget. Now, look at it from the September low at $53,000. You're starting to see this upwards trajectory forming. Are we about to see a push towards an all-time high? Obviously, time will tell, but let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about that. But with that said, with the little bit of a push in the Bitcoin momentum, what are we looking at in terms of Caspa? Is Caspa showing us a little bit of strength? So yes, Caspa is not showing a lot of negative price action as it did over the course of the last 2.5 months. We're almost approaching to 3 months of lag for the price of Caspa. But right now, you can see how hard it is. It's extremely, extremely hard. And, small things like this confirm everything for me. You can see how hard it is for the price of Caspa to make its way back above this key resistance at 13.9 cents. We pretty much have been trying to get past this resistance since October 16th. Literally, you can't make this up. Since October 16th, the price of Caspa is trying to get back above this key resistance, but every single time we retest this key resistance, we are seeing a rejection. And easy way to point out is look at the trading volume, only 39.7 million. That is a huge component that a lot of people need to realize about Caspa, and we know at this point why that's the case. They're not listed on a lot of big exchanges, which of course does not bring in the liquidity. Being listed on big exchanges, why is that such an important thing? Because more exchanges, the more liquidity there is for an asset class. With a $3.3 billion market valuation for Cas, the volume just doesn't match. No, it just does not match. And I know some people from the Caspa community will be like, Crypto ZX, why are you spreading FUD? No, this is something I've been quite clear on from the beginning. And, that is something that some people might consider as a risk, of course. And yes, it could be considered a risk because let's say a lot of people start locking in profit, in terms of getting your coins liquidated, especially if you're holding a nice chunk. Of course, if you're holding a small amount, you might liquidate it quite fast. But if you are holding a big amount, then it can kind of get a little bit hard. And then you don't really want to be trading it on these, crappy exchanges, which are just not good in my opinion. I think decentralized platforms are the best way to go. And, for Caspa, obviously, I think there's one that's launching soon, but that landscape needs to shift, right? So if people need to obtain cash, they need to go through, some of these exchanges, and it's just how it is. But that is one thing that is always brought up when discussing Caspa, but that is something, of course, you need to accept. If you have done your due diligence and research, I'm sure you have taken that into account. If not, then I think you might want to re-strategize it completely and rethink if that is okay for you. But so far, we're seeing a little bit of better price action compared to before, but really, really important to stay above 13.5 cents. Not a big move at all, but you want to see the price of Caspa getting back above there and before we start talking about any other price action. People are so fast to talk about, $10 or like a dollar. I think $10 is a little bit of a stretch, to be quite frank with you. A dollar, I see what people mean. If things were to go like what we have seen in the last cycle, maybe close to that, maybe again, nothing is promised. We can all, we can all be making price predictions, just thinking extra moon boyish, but we need to think realistically, right? Smart contracts need to launch. I think that would be a key player, as well as, of course, centralized, tier one exchanges coming in and listing CAS. Those are things that are missing right now, and obviously that is something that Caspa needs. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Of course, as of now, obviously U.S. elections are coming. Do not forget about that fact. So, there's still a chance for us to, unfortunately, do retest lower price points if Bitcoin were to see, a complete shakeout, which I am mentally prepared for. But let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow with Crypto ZX, and peace out.